Hi there, my friends of YouTube and new people that are getting to know me. I'm coming at you today with more of my journey on cancer with good news. So we'll start out like last month. I went at the beginning of the month. I would go every Fridays, my days I would go around 9:30, 10 o'clock, get blood work done, sign in, get blood work done first. And then, excuse me, and then after I would get the blood work done, I would sit for maybe 15 minutes or so before they call me back to, to see the doctor or the nurse or whoever I'm supposed to see that day. And I went back the first time at the beginning of last month, and she's like, we won't be able to take, you won't be able to get chemo today because your platelets are low, your magnesium is low, and your iron is getting low. And we don't want any risk, so, you can go home. And I said, okay. So I went home, and they said, come back the next following week. So next following Friday, I came back. They scheduled me and everything. And then I came back, and then I had the blood work, checked in blood work, and then I went to sit down. And she's, I told the nurse I was getting some, headaches here, and it was maybe number 4 or 5, somewhere around there on the scale of 1 to 10. And then she's like, okay, just tell your doctor. So when I saw the doctor, at 10 o'clock, she's like, I want to get an MRI, and we'll do it today, if there's any available. And my boyfriend's like, oh, we'll come back, we'll have it done Tuesday, because already scheduled Tuesdays for her to have a PET scan. And then she's, no, I want it done today. If she's on the scale of a 4 to 5, we want to make sure nothing's going on up there. So we were able to get it done within 15 minutes because they looked up, called, they said they had an opening. So I went in, and I had an opening, went in, went down, got the MRI, and he had to go out to, he went out to the emergency room because he was having problems, with hemorrhoids, and they just said there really wasn't nothing they could do with his hemorrhoids, but we'll get to that part later. So anyways, I went down there, and they took all my everything off that I was supposed to take off, went underneath to MRI, went to the MRI machine, went under there for about, I wasn't even there, maybe 20-30 minutes or so. And then they said, oh, Friday, when they were done, they said, Friday they'll take you to your doctor, talk to you about the results. I said, okay. And then she said, go get your stuff. So I got my coat, my watch, my phone and everything. And she said she'd take me over to the emergency room over at the hospital, because I had never been to the hospital except for one time, but I'd never been to the emergency room, so I didn't know how to get there. And she had to go pick up supplies to bring back anyway, so that's what she did. She took me there, and we were talking and stuff. And then I got there, and then he's like, the lady was there talking to him as I was there, and then the doctor came in and checked him out, and I had to leave the room. And so I left the room, and they checked him out, and they said that they did an x-ray of his stomach and stuff. They said they didn't find anything. They said they weren't going to do anything, just drink more water, because he wasn't drinking enough. So now he's drinking 6 to 7 waters instead of 3 to 4, which is a little bit better because he's able to go to the bathroom. And then after that, that following Tuesday, after that I got my PET scan done, which was early in the morning. It was 7:30 in the morning. Like, I really wanted to get up and go over there at 7:30 in the morning, but I did anyways. So I went at 7:30 in the morning. Well, had to be there at 7 was what I was told. 7:30, they took me in. I changed my clothes. I did everything. Went underneath. This was a huge new machine. I mean, the same kind of machine, but it was better. You didn't hear any noise. It got it done in 20 minutes instead of 2 hours. You're done in an hour and a half. An hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half at the most. And it's like, wow. So I went and got it done. I had to wait because the contrast was in me, and I had to go sit, in the waiting room for about 40 minutes. And then when the last person was done, it was my turn. And then they said, you get your test results Friday from your doctor. And I said, yes, I see you Friday, which it was Tuesday, so that Friday went in, and the doctor's coming in. And then I'm looking at her like, okay, you're being a little creepy, but okay. And she says, guess what? no more cancer. Nothing lit up. And I'm like, wow, really? And she goes, yes, nothing. I'm so happy. She goes, and we only did like 4 treatments on you. She goes, because every time you come here, well, you always have to skip a week. Instead of doing it every 3 weeks, we end up doing it every 4 because your platelets are low, you know. And then last time it was platelets, iron, and magnesium, which wasn't good. So she said, what we'll do this time is, she says, we do have to do 3 more. Last 3, because it's a little microscopic that we saw. And this new machine that came in February will show little things like that compared to, you know, the other hospital that you were in that they don't show that. So she says, what we'll do is we'll go in the back and then you see Sam and get your, you know, chemo done. So we went, we saw Sam. She did the chemo and everything. And then Sam, I went to use the restroom, and because I had to pee into a cup for whatever reason, I forget the reason. And then Sam turned around, and she said, or not Sam. Sam left to go get something to bring back, and then because she couldn't get any blood out of me, she was going to push some stuff up into my port, which is right here. I don't know if y'all can see. That's my port, and she's going to push something up into the port, some liquid or something, just to see if she could get it, because you gotta, within an hour, if it doesn't, you gotta go home. And she says, the other nurse comes over and was doing something to the machine because it was beeping, and then she says, you're dehydrated. She goes, you need to drink more liquids when you're home. And I said, I try to, but I get tired of the same thing all the time. And she says, have a smoothie. She goes, you know, try to get water down there. I said, I do, but not as much as everybody wants. You know, I said, I do drink juice stuff. So she says, maybe you can find other ways of getting other drinks down there. So if anybody has any ideas of something different to drink besides milk and water, and, you know, I don't mind iced teas, I don't mind smoothies. If somebody wants to give me a smoothie recipe, you know, let me know in the comment below. And anyway, so I was there, I got everything done, and then I came back, and then they said, no chemo. And then I'm like, why? And then she said, because your platelets are low and your iron is just a tad low. And we don't want to risk anything again. And I'm like, okay. So I got sent home. Next following week I came, same thing. Which makes it, last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you know, so same thing. Just that this time it's only platelets that were low. And then 2 weeks ago I come back and she says we could do it. So they did it. They did the iron. No, they didn't iron. No, she did the chemo, and now I'm supposed to go back the day after Thanksgiving. But she said I don't think we're going to do the day after Thanksgiving, only because 2 reasons. One, she says, is you've got your platelets are low, your iron is low, everything is just shot down. This is what it went from here down, and that's not good. So she says a lot of stuff did. And she said, why don't we just let you have that day to rest, be with family, do all that. Come back on the beginning of December. So the secretary she told the secretary to book me for the beginning of the month. So December 1st I go back at 9:30 and to get blood work, 10 o'clock to get to see the doctor, 10:30 my chemo, and then after that I'll have 2 more. So the good news is I have no cancer, you know, and I'm so happy. And I feel bad for the people that still have cancer or are starting to go through cancer. It's a long journey. I've been going through since June, July, August, September, October, and they said I might not even be done until February. And then I'm going to have another scan, and if it shows nothing, I'm fine. If not, I'm going to have to continue on with other treatments. You know, for the little teeny tiny scopic ones they found. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's quick, fast, but other than that, you know, and my social networks are below if you want to check them out. Other than that, I hope you all have a blessed day, and God bless you all. See you all on the other side. Bye.